Our Lord, we give thanks for the performance that Billy Zane will bless us with in this movie.
Won't be the first time. Sorry for the inconvenience, everyone.
It's really like the man said, if you knew who I was.
We'll find out soon enough.
Why wait?
This is another movie I'd call a 4 AM film. I couldn't sleep, turned on the TV, and found Demon Knight, playing from 4 AM going right up until the channel's broadcasting ended.
I used to find random films like this all the time, such as The Boneyard, Basic Instinct and Joyride. However, with this one, I watched it so late at night that when I woke up, I couldn't remember the name of it. It was years before the internet finally came around and let me rediscover a lot of these movies I had vague memories of as a kid. There's actually a film to this day that completely frustrates me. It involved a guy who looked like David Cross. There was a body in a pool with a scene involving the body's nails scraping off the guy's arm. The title Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus resonates with that foggy recollection I have of the film. I remember it being hilariously shit, but for the life of me I have never rediscovered it.
I have no memory of this place.
Demon Knight I didn't even recognise at first when I rediscovered it, because when I watched it on TV, it never had the Tales from the Crypt pre-suffix attached to it. For anyone who's never heard of it, Tales from the Crypt is a legendary horror series that aired back between 1989 and 1996. It took its name from the comic book series in the 50s. It was a horror anthology series on HBO that wasn't limited by censorship, and got massive Hollywood names to perform for them. I'm talking Robert Zemeckis, Michael J. Fox, Tobe Hooper. Hell, even Arnold Schwarzenegger directed an episode during his peak. How wild is that? And that's just directors. Acting wise, I could go on, there's just so many famous faces. Like any anthology series, it was hit or miss. But there's a charm to it, and each episode was bookended by the Crypt Keeper, a pun-spewing host that introduced each tale to the audience.
It didn't matter, my long search was over. I had Demon Knight up on my TV screen. I remembered it being surprisingly badass 15 years ago when I first watched it. So does it still hold up?
I'm sorry.
Give me that gun!
The film follows a strange man who arrives at a hotel. He's being followed by an equally mysterious man who reveals himself to be a demon, and as the night progresses, all manner of horrors assault the little hotel and the occupants try to survive. And I mean survive, this guy doesn't mess around. He's super strong and commands a legion of demons. It's only the stranger who carries an artifact containing powerful blood that can keep them at bay. But this demon, known as the Collector, isn't all about barging in guns blazing. He's a demon and he knows how to influence people. It's all campy and over the top goofiness, and the Crypt Keeper of course makes an appearance at the beginning and end, in actually really well done sequences.
Now that's entertainment!
Billy Zane is the best character in the film as the villainous demon. He knows no fear, so is happy to just piss about with these people until he gets what he wants, and is loving every second of it. His performance is constantly switching up, as he shows people their desires in their mind and tries to corrupt them into giving up the object. For each person, he changes his personality to fit theirs more. So he'll be a seductive Dracula type for one person, and then the next he's a fast-talking James Wood-esque lawyer.
Do me a favor. Don't scream. Just hear what I've got to say, and then scream.
He's actually pretty funny. When he flapped a sponge out of his mouth, I lost it. Just look at him. My favourite has to be when he seduces the alcoholic, with a bar filled entirely with naked women, all holding a bottle of booze. It's hilarious.
Everyone else isn't bad, and there's a lot of memorable faces to be seen. It's just that what they're given isn't that memorable.
Everyone does great considering what they're given, but you're not here for meaningful character, you're here for violence and horror. They're all just clichés that spout one-liners every so often, but it works for the over-the-top tone the film is going for.
Fuck this cowboy shit!
You fucking hold dunk, pole dunk, well then there, motherfuckers!
The special effects are spectacular. This is seriously impressive stuff for 1994.
The way the demon's eyes all glow luminous green particularly stands out to me. The gore is gruesome and the creature is disgusting. It has a little bit of The Thing, The Evil Dead, From Dusk Till Dawn. It's a special effects bonanza. Just look at these demons. The way they run around with their hooves and moving faces, this is some seriously technical stuff. gorehounds will be very happy, because there is a ton of violence in this film, and it's never subtle. People have their entire heads punched through or they're torn apart. It all looks fantastic. It's definitely up there with the likes of Braindead for awesomely over-the-top blood effects.
And that's just the violence. The whole film is just watching this guy attack the hotel with a little bit of backstory dripped in occasionally. It's a roller coaster of a movie. You just sit back and enjoy the ride.
There's just so much variety. I mean, we got demons getting summoned, people getting possessed Evil Dead style, monster transformations, a ton of explosions, the whole works. Whenever it feels like the film might lull for a moment, bang! It hits you with some other wacky trope and the chaos begins again. Its pacing is awesome. It's 90 minutes and barely wastes any time giving you what you want to see. Funnily enough, the film actually had two different scripts, one with demons and one without demons. Apparently, the one without demons would have had the collector be a Bible salesman, and would attack with an army of fellow salesmen. People eventually realised that gang of yuppies attacking them would have been a bit too silly, and so we got this version. And thank God we did.
While it might not technically be a good film, it sure as hell is a fun one. Definitely give this a watch for a hugely entertaining 90 minutes. I love this film.